All right. I'm making this video because the evidence that the powers that really be behind the politicians in the United States are attacking the American people and American communities with unconventional warfare. You need to go to the YouTube channel called Brush Junkie or go to my playlist and look at the most recent video that I put into the category Science as Weapons. And you will see 100% proof of how easy it is for the people that have all the money to manipulate the weather and intensify hurricanes. I've put out, I think, one video before pointing out the fires in Maui, the fires in Texas, California, um, Canada, uh, Chile, down in South America. They're using this kind of tech over in Europe as well. I think Portugal got hit recently. There's a hurricane that's brewing over in Europe or off the coast of Europe, uh, or somewhere on the coast of eastern coast of Africa. Uh, Somewhere over there, there's a big hurricane that's about to hit land over there as well. But if you want to see absolute 100% proof, and what's scary about this is that they're not they know that this stuff is going to hit social media. They know that the truth seekers out here are going to dig up absolute 100% proof that they're doing this stuff and that they have the tech to do this stuff. These crickets, see that cricket right there? He was just coming over here to hide up under my stuff. What happens, these crickets come over here and get up under my cardboard, my 4 or 5 layers of cardboard that I sleep on to keep from being directly on this pavement. And they're too stupid to realize that they're going to get squished or get trapped and die. They're just trying to hide, but they just keep doing it. And they get squished and they die. And then the fire ants come up here and they bite me because the fire ants are coming up here to get their carcasses and tote them off. It's really irritating. They'll get in my bag. See my bag right there? My 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 bag. They'll get in my bag. I have to pick my bag up in the morning and beat it on the ground to get the crickets out of my bag. Sometimes a couple of them will still be in there when I go in the store here, and they'll come out and jump down on the floor. Dead crickets on the floor in the store. I usually try to sweep them up. I'm kind of nice because they let me hang out in the store. It's all I've got to do. I can't find a job, so I got nothing to do but volunteer to help around here and get a couple of Dr. Peppers every day out of it, and maybe a few dollars here and there just to keep from being broke. But anyway, um, yeah. So you know, just to mention this because I know that nobody watches my stuff because I'm homeless, and most people don't look to homeless people for wisdom and groundbreaking truths and conspiracy proof. But over the past 7.5 years, I got a calculator and I calculated it. I've actually put in more than 22,000 hours in the last 7.5 years looking into uh, conspiracy theories and searching for truth, really, and justice mainly, because the fact that things are so manipulated by the richest people on the planet causes all of us little people, from homeless people like I am temporarily, to because of the injustice of the injustice system, by the way, is why I'm homeless. But uh, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, I'm just trying to say that just because I'm a homeless guy right now, I'm homeless because some of the stuff I look into, I know why I'm homeless. Because the whole system is rigged. The police are evil. Most of them, even the ones that want to say that they're not evil, really essentially are, because they end up locking people up for crimes that don't have victims, which is not the way it's supposed to work. Anyway, um, yeah. So if you here comes the cricket again. Go away, stupid. You're gonna die. You're gonna get squished. He just jumped off the cliff. There he goes. I'd rather he'll live if he jumps off the cliff. He comes over here up on his cardboard. He's gonna get squished, and then I'll have fire ants biting me tomorrow morning or tonight. Anyway, uh, yeah, 7.5 years and 22,000 hours or more, at least, over the past 7.5 years. I've gone down rabbit holes after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. So yeah, I am somebody that people can learn from. Not necessarily from me and my videos, but from the stuff that's in my playlist. You can think of my playlist as a concentration of trustworthy, groundbreaking, crucial information that needs to get out to everyone in order for us to defeat these evil multi-billionaire freaks, these sociopathic, psychopathic narcissists that look at us like cattle in a field that they own, that they can do whatever they want to with, including butcher us when they want, which is basically what's going on. You know, these people are killing people for money. The lithium mines in North Carolina, that it has an awful lot to do with why they they orchestrated this hurricane and steered it basically. I know some, you know, a lot of people, not enough people are going to see this video and listen to it to this point, especially. But go to Brush Junkie and watch her most recent video. If you do it quickly enough, it might be the second to most recent if it doesn't get wiped off the internet. But uh, the video that she put out is 100% proof. It's not disputable. I'm sorry. Mainstream media, Trump, Kamala, you know, Department of Defense, whoever you are, that you want to dispel what's in that video or narratives along those lines, you can't do it. I'm sorry. The proof is in that one video that yes, they can manipulate weather, and yes, they have ships. There's a segment in that video where it shows the ships out in the Gulf. A guy that's a fisherman that fishes the Gulf has a channel that has to do with fishing. But because he's not an idiot and he knows the Gulf and he's out there and he sees these ships and he knows how to get on the internet and pull up the location of these ships, just like you can track airplanes in commercial flights via the internet. You can do the same thing with the ships, and he shows where all these ships are out there. Now, some of them are moving, but he points out in that video that there's dozens of them that are right in the path where the hurricane's supposed to go, all the way up to the edge of the hurricane almost, and they're moving 1 knot. In other words, they're just sitting there. Well, what are they doing? Well, I've got a screenshot uh, that I took from that video at Brush Junkie that shows them basically creating clouds. Now, if you create clouds and you've got a whole bunch of ships out there and you're blowing a bunch of H2O clouds into the sky, it's going to get sucked into that hurricane, especially if it's in the path, the direction the hurricane's moving, and it's going to strengthen the hurricane. How else could it become a Category 5 from a tropical storm over the course of less than 2 days? It just don't happen. Now, the area that it's supposed to strike in Florida, from what I've seen, actually on that same video at Brush Junkie, um, it looks like they've got smart city plans there. In a location south of Tampa, south of Tampa Bay, they have smart city plans for another community. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, the governments of the world, including the United States government, have been for centuries, and probably always ever since government existed, they wage war on the populations that they rule over. It's just all there is to it. If middle class Americans would wake up, and they may start to, some of them in North Carolina just woke up to the fact that their government is a monster that doesn't care about them and will kill them for money. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this video. Um, I, I'm thinking about making some more videos in the next few days. I haven't felt good probably in 2 months. Every day I wake up, I don't feel good. I mean, I'm out here. I'm fixing to turn 56 years old, and I've had kind of a hard life there for about 10, 12 years when I was a drug addict. Not recently. Been clean since February 2016, but um, I'm in this situation uh, for the wrong reasons. But I'm gonna start making a few videos. I've got a couple of subjects I want to talk about, and I'll probably make a few videos here in the next week or two for anybody that may be interested. But for everybody else, please take advantage of somebody that spent over 22,000 hours in the last 7.5 years trying to find actual truth, that has learned to recognize people that are trustworthy and giving factual information on YouTube. Since this is the platform I'm on, uh, I can give some titles to some books too that I've read, but YouTube is plenty. If you need evidence against your own government, there's plenty on YouTube. But I'm really good, and it took me the first 2 or 3 years to start honing my skills on being able to pick out people that I could trust. So if you need documentable, verifiable facts, there's a concentration of it in my playlist. And now, did my playlist get a lot bigger than I had planned on it? Yeah, I had planned on only having the most bombshell stuff which was some of the first stuff that I put uh, in my playlist, um, like Kathy O'Brien and the Justinian deception stuff in fraudulent legal system category, and the Sean Ross stuff, which leads you all the way to the very tip top of where the source of our problems resides. That's in documenting the real enemy, mostly Sean Ross's videos. But, you know, I'm not trying to make money with this channel. I'm not trying to get subscribers. I appreciate anybody that does subscribe. But I would rather have uh, 80 million people in the United States and another 400 million across the globe go and watch as half of the videos that are in my playlist. I would rather have that many people go and watch the videos in my playlist and not subscribe. I just want people to be educated on the enemy that we face, which is the enemy within. The enemy we have didn't come in here with muskets and stuff like like during the Revolutionary War. Okay, England's just a puppet country, just like all the rest of the countries are for the global banking cartel that operates out of Switzerland and Rome mostly, and DC. They've got their Federal Reserve Bank, which helped them capture a bunch more countries after World War II into debt slavery uh, through the Federal Reserve system. But just go learn, people. You can't, knowledge is power, because you end up finding out that knowledge ends up bringing you to one conclusion, which is that your government is the most dangerous enemy you have. China's not a threat, okay? Well, they might be somewhat of a threat, but if they are, it's only because the global banking cartel wants them to be. See, the people in the United States are financial liabilities now. The the fiat currency of the dollar has run its course, and it's over. There's no more economic um, wealth that they can soak out of the United States or the West, which is why the BRICS nations are receiving all of these rich snakes that made so much money for generations of their families in the West and the United States. They're all pivoting their investments and stuff to the BRICS nations. And yeah, they'll use the BRICS nations and the trauma and turmoil that their countries have been through because of the imperialist wants of the West. They're definitely inspired to fight against the West and kill off and defeat the Western nations. And these powers that be, they know this. So they're moving their investments and their future strategies for more wealth uh, confiscation to the BRICS nations. And guess what? They're gonna. That's why the BRICS nations are going to be a tool for them to destroy something that they don't want around anymore, which is the financial liability because of the debt of the West. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm going to end this. I hope somebody watches this. Um, you know, I'm not the smartest cookie in the cookie jar, but I've done my due diligence. And like I say, the most important thing is to learn. And if you want to learn facts and scary realities so that you can join and become part of that rising number of people that realize who the real enemy is, you need to go to my playlist and watch videos. All right. I'm out. Thanks, everybody.